Hi everybody, just a little bit of news for you. I received a magazine today, completely unexpectedly through the post, and as you can imagine, the front cover piqued my interest a little. This is the summer 2022 edition of the National Trust magazine, distributed here in the UK to members of the National Trust, which is something that I became a member of just recently. And it is an article about Paul McCartney's childhood home at number 20 Forthlin Road in Liverpool, which is owned by the National Trust, as many of you will know, as well as John Lennon's childhood home that he grew up in with Aunt Mimi on Menlove Avenue. And so there's an interesting article in here, so I'm just going to show you roughly what's in here, and I'll give you some information about how I found you might be able to get hold of this magazine if you want it. So if we turn to page 32, you'll see the photograph from the cover, replicated there, great photograph by Paul's brother Mike McCartney. And we've got a 7-page spread here about this particular article, and Paul's brother Mike has been back to Forthlin Road, and he has given an interview about life in that house, about growing up in that house, his childhood memories of growing up with Paul as an older brother, his memories of his dad and his mum for the few years that he was there with his mum still. So it's a really interesting article that you see goes on for several pages. We've got some great photos, some of them which were taken by Mike himself, because of course he was a really keen photographer, still is, and took some great photographs of the Beatles in their early days, some of which have made it into here, some of which, like for example this one of John and Paul practicing, is up on the wall in Forthlin Road in the living room. If you ever get a chance to do that trip, by the way, it is the single greatest thing I think you can do in Liverpool, is the National Trust trip that goes to John and Paul's childhood homes. Absolutely fantastic. So we've got a great photo of Paul shinning down the drain pipe at the back of the house there. Some photos, some new photos of Mike in the house now while he was giving this interview. You'll see a photo that we're familiar with from the cover of Chaos and Creation in the Backyard, which again was a Mike McCartney photograph all those years ago. So yeah, Mike's going on for more pages here about life growing up at number 20 Forthlin Road and his memories of being there. At the end, there's a competition, which is to win Mike McCartney's recent book that is released, a great photograph book. I say great, it's certainly getting great reviews. I unfortunately haven't had a chance to see one yet, because it's £325. But there is the option to enter a competition to win one here. And then there's an article at the end from the National Trust themselves where they're talking about the property at 20 Forthlin Road, what they see the future of it is, and also a bit about the past, about how it came into their being and what they did when they got hold of the property. So, interesting magazine. Now, I've been looking into where you can get this. As far as I can tell, you can't buy this directly from the National Trust. It looks like it's just sent to members, but I have seen that there's a few on eBay. And bearing in mind that this looks like it's only just getting sent out recently, mine's only arrived just a few hours ago, it may well be that more are going to crop up on eBay once people have finished with them. So if that's something of interest, I would say keep an eye on eBay, either now or probably over the next few days and weeks, for the summer 2022 edition of the National Trust magazine. If you are a collector of Paul McCartney articles, that may be of interest to you. Have you got this? Let me know down in the comments. And if you've got any memories of Forthlin Road, if you visited, again, let us know down in the comments, because it's a fantastic visit. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers. Bye.